Hello everyone and welcome to my YouTube channel. If you've ever tried to make a coloring page or book with AI, you know that the results are very inconsistent. But with the release of the GPT store, we now have access to specialized AI models that can solve this problem. Before you ask, why use Dall-e and not Midjourney or other AI? The truth is that over the last year, I have tried multiple AIs for coloring book. I create coloring book for myself and my clients, and to be honest, I ended up spending a lot of time editing these illustrations because of the gray areas and some other inconsistencies. In my experiment, I have found that Dalle GPTs are just the best for creating coloring books, especially for kids. This video is going to be very different. I'm going to show you my favorite. There are tons of GPTs on the platform, but I'm going to focus on the best of the best, the ones that you have to do little or no editing for. For this test, I have created a single character illustration and then multiple characters illustration. This will show you the strength and weakness of the GPTs. Some GPTs are better for creating single characters, while others are better for creating multiple characters. So what are the things we will be looking for with these GPTs? Well, if you want to create a quality kids coloring book, then the images must be clear, have bold lines, no gray color. These are the features we will be looking for in this video, so let's get started. To begin, we have to go to the GPT store. Just go to ChatGPT website, chatgpt.com website. And once you do, when you look to your left, you will see the left panel, and you just go to Explore GPTs. Then you type in coloring, and then you see a lot of GPTs that are made for coloring book. Some are for adults, some are general, while there are some that are specifically made for children's coloring book. While there are many, I think there are hundreds of GPTs on this platform, I have done my tests. Believe me when I tell you that many of them do not work. But I've chosen the best for you that I'm going to show you in this video. So let's get started with the first one, which is Coloring Book Hero by ChatGPT. So I'm going to put in my first prompt. It's for a single character. It says, a 4-year-old girl playing outside. It's going to take some time to make the image, about a minute, depending on your internet connection. And here's the result. There are no gray areas. This is a flat vector style. I will erase the cloud and these lines over here. But aside from that, this is a perfect coloring book page. You don't even have to do much editing to it. The eyes of the sun are a little bit weird, but it still looks cute at the end of the day. You can decide to remove them or keep them. It won't make much difference. So let's look at multiple characters. So for the multiple characters, the prompt I'm using is 3 dolls running in the garden. And here is the result. Not good. I know some of you might think this is okay, but it is not. As you can see, the butterfly, these are supposed to be butterflies, and they look awful. All of these, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all of these illustrations are supposed to be butterflies. They look awful. There are supposed to be 3 dogs in this image, but I can only see 2. And there's a lot of gray areas. So this GPT is not good for creating multiple characters. Let's move on to the next one. So the next GPT is known as Kids Coloring Book by Ling Jin Jo. Forgive my pronunciation. So let's create the first character. Here's the result. As you can see, I love it. Perfect. No gray areas. This style is very close to kawaii, but it's not fully kawaii because the eyes are smaller. Kawaii illustrations tend to have bigger eyes, but it's perfect. You don't even have to do much editing with this image. You can just put it up for sale or add it to your book. This style is perfect for babies coloring book. It's also perfect for toddler coloring books. If you want to make a cute themed coloring book for children within the ages of 4 to 8, this style is perfect. It's cute and it's amazing. So let's look at the multiple characters. Absolutely not. This GPT does not work for multiple characters. These are supposed to be dogs, but I don't even know what they are. So no for multiple characters. Let's go to the next one. The next GPT is known as Children's Coloring Book KDP. It's by Victoria Vetmi. So let's get started with the first character. I absolutely love this style. No gray area. Everything looks perfect. I mean, I will remove this circle on her cheeks, but that's just me because I'm a perfectionist. But every other thing works. I think there are a little bit of, okay, there are some gray areas here around the flowers, but it doesn't matter. You can easily remove that with some basic editing. Let's look at the multiple characters result. Absolutely not. An awful coloring book page. Please do not sell this. Even if you're not into coloring, you can tell this wouldn't work. I mean, the lines are awful. They are too thick. I don't even know what that is. Is that a dog or a lion? Anyway, on to the next GPT. The next GPT is known as Kids Coloring Book by author David Dan. This is the best GPT I have found for creating children's coloring book, hands down. So let me show you the results for the first character. And here we are. She's so cute. I mean, aside from this tiny gray area on the tree, everything else is perfect. Like, you could literally just make this page and sell it without doing any much editing. And the style is so beautiful. You can use the style for babies coloring book, for toddlers coloring book, and for 4 to 8 years old. All the lines are connected. I mean, it's perfect. Let's look at the multiple characters. Perfect. I told you this is the best GPT. Look at all 3 dogs. They're not the same dog. Each one of them has a different perspective, and they look perfect. Look at the trees behind them, the clouds, even the flowers. All the lines are equal. You can just take this image and upload it to Etsy, and you'll be able to sell. You can also add it to Canva to create a book. There are other GPTs though. The second best GPT I found is called Coloring Book Genius by Piano Web. I can't pronounce the rest of this name. So let's look at the first result. This is another great GPT. I mean, it's my second favorite. If I'm creating a big and jumbo coloring book for babies, this is the style I would use. The only issue I have with it is that it's so simple that the ground, you see the illustration on the ground does not connect. Look at all those flowers just hanging here. It doesn't really make sense. If I were to use this image, I would clean the flowers and just use the girl in the circle. But it's also a great GPT. So let's look at the multiple characters. Here we go. All 3 dogs. Although this one looks more like a rabbit than a dog, but it still looks good. Then those are the clouds and the trees. I don't see any gray area. This is a good GPT. Little to no editing, and your coloring book will be done in minutes. Even though those are the best children's coloring book, I just want to show you one last one to see what GPTs can do. This one is known as Kiddos Coloring Book by Zachary. I'm not pronouncing the last name. So for the single image, let's look at the results. Awful. Awful. This is the funny thing about GPTs. They're going to write a ton of description there, but it just doesn't work sometimes. This is awful. You should never, ever try to sell any coloring book like this. This is just not going to work. I only put this GPT here because of the multiple characters, so let's look at it. There. I absolutely love it. It has a little bit of gray, but you can see the cute cloud, and there are actually 3 dogs, and the flowers, and the bushes, and the leaves. Oh my God, they all look so beautiful. This GPT is kind of okay for creating multiple characters if you like the style. So, those are my 6 favorite GPTs to use for creating children's coloring book. Each one of them has their own strength and weakness. So decide what kind of kids coloring book you want to create, what age group you are targeting, then use the one you like. As you have seen from the result, these GPTs are so much easier to use. You don't have to write very long prompts and describe line art or clear lines, all those long, complicated prompts we used to use with Midjourney. Because of this, it's really great to use GPTs for making coloring books because the style is going to remain the same throughout the book. If you are wondering about coloring book styles, because there are many different kinds of coloring book style, I will leave a link in the description below where you can check out my other video or article where you can see different kinds of coloring book style and when and how to use them. I will also be making a video very soon that shows you how to put this all together, from coming up with the idea to putting the book together and exporting it using Canva. So that's it for me, guys. If you like this video, please comment below. Make sure to like and subscribe. Until next time. Bye.